Who's gonna get it first?
All right, let's watch it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they got. The retakes are going to be outrageous. The retakes are going to be disgusting. They're going to have to play off-site if they get a plant down. That's for sure. What are the sides? Loud on defense, Sentinels on attack. Hey, who's... Dude, the 10's Lark should. And Zelsis, either of them can like.
Not mount control, but rebel control on that left side with a guiding light.
And you're going to know that pretty much every round they're going to be wanting to fight over towards this.
They do peek though. But Toys is still there. The third player door opening as well. So they're trying to pinch in.
Bro, what is up with the Viper walls at the moment?
Depending where the picks are going to be from Sentinels.
These Viper walls, why are they white?
As 3 players fall for Loud. Plant coming in.
Gun Lux? I mean, they have 3 agents that can luck. This is a 2v4.
Allowing Sadak to win against us. The old teammates
instant reposition here is really strong from him, though.
Around the Trailblazer, swinging out. The long range of the Frenzy does not connect, and Sadak's Ghost neither. Arsacia with the Ghost here moving forward. Now they're re-swinging out.
Oh my god.
Han being thrown. No one is towards the back up, towards the
yeah, that new box, man. That jump up is so good. Hey, I'll tell you what though, that was a nice try in the 2v4 from Loud. That was pretty impressive. They got that so close.
Situation there. He's closing the distance. Saucy creates more. Sadak closes the distance. Saucy creates more. Stays out of the range of the Frenzy. Gets the ghost kill. Sentinels have round 1. And that is a modified gun round strat for Sentinels. That will usually see Zekin by himself at door, opening it once B Long has made contact. They went 2 and 2 to make sure Zekin's excursion into the doorway was not tainted by any B defense from Loud.
Well,
crazy stuff by Sentinels there to modify that.
But Tens gets a kill. Tens is low after that one. They decided to push over towards C. Tens was holding it. There was a one-way here, and I guess we had a duel through the one-way. That's what we'd have to imagine on this one. Yeah, everyone's taking dinks.
Just chip damage being traded, but this is benefiting Sentinels, obviously.
Fade, trying to stack up as much as possible. You would imagine Fade gets the plan on this one as well. It's a free site. We already have the retake wall coming in.
We'll get the same scenario this time with more bodies up for Loud.
Guys?
Trying to get the long range, couldn't work it with the Singer using
Guys? What the hell?
Back and forth we
This
go,
is not convincing at the moment. Guys. What are they doing, man? What are they doing?
The only thing that
it's an eco, man. Just do an okay plant. It's fine. Everyone plays site.
Trying to find the opportune moment to walk inside the smoke.
Oh no.
Back up from Tens. The turnaround, and then
that one's actually scary. It was actually a scary round. Nice damage done from Loud.
To get the upset, but Sentinels convert from their pistol.
Loud. Again, playing this composition that peaks a little bit with their bodies. Obviously, 2 is pushing there to get map control and see if they could have started to lean. But now they do have Sadak with guiding lights. They don't have to go as crazy, so we'll see what this gun round brings us. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that pretty much summed it up. He's happy, but at the same time, he's like, damn, guys, what the hell was that?
All right.
What the hell are we doing?
Towards rubble.
Oh, the spam was coming in as well. What would the Kawazin end up looking at?
Knowing that the other one was behind the boxes, but TP'd away. That's 2
They want to go fast with this one. Keep an eye on the 2-person flank.
Double push from Loud to try to flank around towards C. That will be bit by utility in a couple of seconds. As Zelsis moves forward with the rest of the team.
Still fine though. They get over towards the side.
This flank is
Don still has his smoke.
And actually, as Zelsis is moving
Puts
forward,
it over towards stairs and heavy hold stairs. They get a good plant.
Here's timing moving forward now. Is there you go. Move back towards the doorway. Alarm bot came up, and that spots at least 1 player. Sentinels are now ready for the backstab. John Cutie is the one that greets him on the corner of the boxes by baby door.
Yeah, this guy's gonna get wrecked in the side, you would imagine. John gets another.
Sentinels are looking pretty good here in round number 3. Their bonus. Less dancing around to peek out from Zelsis at rubble.
Extra few bullets on top of there as well. Nicely done from Sentinels. They get the bonus. 5 people alive, 2 armor rebuys, 1 away from Zeken's ult as well, and they could definitely snowball insane amounts on this one.
And Loud was having trouble. Sadak threw one of his flashes, it linked stairs, and it just found itself going into the wall because it was tried to be thrown.
Yeah, everything is so good on this one. Only 2 armor rebuys, bit of util, gun upgrades.
Just biting back. Let's go.
Bro, that's the exact replay. Is that not the same replay?
Feeling it out of his chair right now with the hype from the
Look like
crowd.
the same replay.
And we're into round 4, I should say. Guns for Sen, not for
CCK
Loud.
picking up the orb over towards
This
A.
could be a round of trickery. Leave the spike and spawn for now as they do a bit of recon. The first push though from Tui's here on Loud.
Yeah, and did so with the recon prowling towards the B main as well. Did catch a player, and as they go for
Zeken picking up the orb, which means they wanted in this one, and they're doing that thing where they're just free to use the orbs early round, try and get this money as high as possible. Even though they know they're against an eco, they're just so fine to use the basically just prioritizing the actual economy instead of war economy. Yeah, and doesn't want to take too much of a risk on this one. How has Kawanzine done that again? Goes through the smoke.
Nonetheless, the plant will still come down.
Yeah, and the fact that we push close over towards here as well with the Razor just meant that they had to use the Omen ult to re-clear this, and now don't have the Omen ult to hit over towards the site in terms of the retake. Fade ult goes in as well. They really are putting a lot into this, but again, wanting to keep people in terms of numbers alive.
Right now is just hold the back, waiting for that to dissipate. The wall comes up, thankfully, because Les is still alive. Big curveball, the double swing out of it. Saucy is gonna fall. Trying to play the pulse plant here. Tui's jumps up on the ledge, starts the fuse. Instantly, we get the sprays on 2 kills. QCK then swinging out. There's not going to be enough time left.
Hey, they got the round, but I'll tell you what, Loud should probably be happy with this one. They managed to get a gun out of it, get out of them, got rid of the fade ult and the Razor. And what? Do you reckon Sentinels just go back to A on their buy round?
The coffers are full. They've got so much money from the first 4
Yeah, it's simple calling at the moment. We go C against the Ecos. But I think, especially after they've kind of been seeing these rounds over towards C and seeing how scary the retake kind of looks, they're trying to make it look like they're hitting all sites over towards C and A, but it's pretty much just A hits on the buy round, it looks like at the moment.
The site might have had a different play all the way through that round. Fist bumps all around. Zelsis as well, still feeling hot out there.
Timeout goes in, that might
I think
change.
I read his lips there during the replay.
What did he say?
It said buy our capsule or something like that.
Oh, true. You need to inspect more. Oh my God, into my soul right now. Get out of my head.
I'm definitely intimidated, especially intimidated with the playstyle that we're currently seeing on Sentinels on the map number 5. Again, we're talking about the tape that Sadak currently has against his opponents. And maybe just one look at the composition, one look at the plays, he could develop a playbook that could really anti-Sentinels in this last final map. But so far, we have 4 unanswered rounds for Sentinels. And this situation where Loud has gone into these early timeouts in his first 2 maps, remember.
It's the simple, again, trying to make it look like we're hitting C a lot, but actually on big buy rounds, we are just overwhelming A, or at least going over towards A at the moment. It's still very early to kind of get a read on it, but
the raise and the
things like that.
Here coming from Loud, so this is more of a firefight util hit, but Sen can
4
run
people,
out and answer.
Dun comes in as well. This could be pretty disgusting.
It's already coming out. TP went forward though. Look at
boy, yeah, we do the aggro TP. We do the aggro TP. Zeken survives on 9 HP.
Sadak forced to fall back. Flash to try to get information. The Prowler falls behind his second.
Guy's 9 HP and he still gets that.
Open for business. And Sentinels shuts down the defense.
I won't say it's impossible, but you just saw how hard it is for Loud to actually control that space. With the majority of the util, they wanted to take it. 2 members of Sentinels able to shut that down as Tens and Zeken go forward. Now they play the plant game all in tree. They should be able to trade each other here, but a good fault line could pick up a few.
Wait, that's Heva. Heva was really good on this one. Just had to hit the body shots.
More forward behind that 2 versus 1 second Snakebite. Nanoswarm 2.
So toxic.
And second Nanostorm coming down, wasting all of that time.
Has a smoke as
Counter
well.
moving forward to tap on the spike. One has to run across. Easy kill, crosshair placement, but Zelsis knows better. Then
Yeah,
swings
nicely
that off the
handled.
time.
Just swing early on that one to make sure that he can't get it half no matter what, even if he goes down. It was round one. They go back to C now for the eco. Is it too obvious?
Are a bloodbath. Loud's not getting the chance to save, neither is SEN, but they're coming up with the frags. They're coming up with the round wins. And John Cootie is currently sitting on 9,000 credits. They can be buying each other if they want to.
That duel was so important. Oh man, he swung at the same time as the Prowler. That was actually really nice.
Game to not let Loud breathe right now. Loud into a big Sheriff, Guardian, and Vandal round. They're stretching the money thin here, and they go
back over towards this same play. This time we changed up the Phoenix Molly to go over towards Rubble.
That's the Sheriff's going to work now for Loud. Answering back is Saucy.
We got to keep an eye on this though. While the madness has been going on, Zelsis has just walked all the way through B, and now what?
That made it behind enemy lines.
It's like you got no Sentinel, so this can happen.
They refine the hit.
Sees one. Yeah, he's got to go early because of the Seekers.
Too late. The pick from
Here's a killjoy.
opening it
Good.
up towards the A site so they can pick towards the Rubble. But the backside's about to come
Nicely handled this.
But he lost
Doing good, and he finds him. Oh, I thought the jump peek was good for this.
Spike Elise is picked up by John Cutie with
Loud really need this 1v1.
on Viper, both pits also available. Comes down to who has the better read, the better positioning. It's John Cutie!
Absurd momentum right now. Electric from Sentinels. The players are feeling it, and they are delivering it to each other in these moments as well. What a round. Loud again refined the A Rubble hit. They get it right, but the round still goes in the favor of SENs as they're able to organize a hell of a flank to come in and completely pick apart Loud. 4 ultimates now ready for Loud here. 3 for Sentinels.
We go for this one.
Round here.
Bit of an Odin spam, trying to make sure they can't get close. Yeah, and honestly, the Odin spam here is going to work a little bit better, right? Because in theory, there's literally no raise or anything to kind of double satchel across and trying to dodge the bullets. They have to Omen TP, and so like the idea of the Odin on defense as well is definitely the play.
At the beginning of this round, open up the kill out to left. Showstopper in.
Damage is here.
Cusick is just around the corner. Run it back, out and activated. Big curveball. They headshot onto 10s. Rolling Thunder also available here for Galaxine. And it's just to try to push them back and allowing Cusick to move forward for another pick. Lockdown available at the beginning of this round for Zelsis as they had to reset.
It's so manic right now. Opening of the door.
This would be a wild round. They lose
This is good. One pass and pressure over towards here, and again,
now.
no Sentinels, so they can kind of just.
Conversion possibly. They correctly rotate, and just the ruse. They're gonna be sticking together,
good.
though, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it does. You're right. It does. They second.
When does he turn the corner? Oh my!
Together. Power in numbers, but the wrong site.
And now it has to come down to a perfect timing from Saucy.
Does he like wanna?
Actually did not spot Zelsis.
Oh my god, he hears loads.
Once Saucy gets this
I don't know how many he had, but he had at least 2.
Is overthinking it, overpeaking, and gets denied right away.
Okay, Saucy has a chance.
Saucy had this chance before on Sunset. That was that wingman plant we saw.
They know he's going to try and go aggro to get a kill. It's the most common
play. Does he have the timing here to get behind his opponents? Hearing the audio, hearing the stampede of Loud go by him.
A deja vu. Here's the footsteps, but this time the dream's been learned. It's been red. But Saucy wakes up Galaxine. A 2 versus 1.
Okay, nicely done from 2. That was sick. Damage is actually really important. Damage is really important. Any more? Oh, okay. I tell you what, that was nice. The Omen flash and then just shot the Fade Eye. Because obviously the Fade Eye hit there, you can still see through this flash.
Ultimates are ready for Sentinels, so they may as well, or they might just take this back in their favor with what they have. Liking B with this setup, we've seen them.
This is a really important round.
With what they have, and 10s can really mess around with the spawn TP if he gets it. What a round from Loud. playing that one together, rotating correct, but they know they have a long road ahead of them to collect the rest of these
They
rounds.
decide to the
half.
first time to mix
Here's
it
that
up and
B
go
we're
over
talking
towards
about.
B.
Sentinel's not afraid to just send it.
And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 that can't buy next round. That Omen Flash is incredible, and somehow they come out on top. The Fader was good on this one as well. Got double kill from the Fader, and somehow Solo's still alive. Dude, oh mate, the Viper ult.
Less at low HP though. John Cutie still at full with armor.
Good luck to the observers, yeah. Cool.
It's like Sherbert. Let's go. Oh, a shot outside. John Cutie finds one. Is he true?
One-on-one though. Les has that snake bite. John Cutie playing all the way on the outside, letting that pit down. Les doing the same, wall up, tap on the spike. John Cutie, the sprays on the first, it's halfway, a little bit of a tap, trying to stick it. It's going to release it now, gets the kill, tries to go back for the defuse. Will he get it?
Oh no.
But John Cutie wins the one-on-one.
Oh no. If he stuck it, he had it.
They pull
And
it
then he
back
got
in their
off it.
favor. We talked about the B hit, how hard it is. Once you get that nightfall in, the close members on the defensive side playing B cannot orchestrate around any audio. They're deafened, they're trying to play off full reaction, and that usually means you're getting met with the utility that follows up after the nightfall, and you are falling. What a round. Good pressure, good play. 7-1 SEN here. It's
Yeah, I mean, John didn't rush it. He kind of just took a little bit of a risk that he would have got off it, and it was, I mean, he played it as the best he can, really.
And as we say that though,
Other than hitting the spam, but
value out of this Bucky so far.
RNG.
The seaside hits, and the Sheriffs has always been really good.
They go down to
QCK
another
less
equal
in
Bucky.
twos. And walking towards QCK are Sentinels after doing some initial noise towards the B site.
Do they grab mound control now, though? Yes, perfect from Loud. They can start to move the rest of the map here. They need to get a faster read on Sentinels. The retake from Loud is amazing with their flashes. But they got to be in position.
The dog came out too, controlled towards mound. There's that instant rotate from Kawanzine and Sadak. Hold the rest of the team. They're still under a minute. QCK.
People here, Sky gets kind of close. Bucky.
Bucky
close?
Gets the wall bang. It's a bait for
The Bucky shot missed.
Was ready for that one. Curveball on the right. Tried to look for the safety. John Cutie was able to make it.
It's a shame they actually had numbers here. This one felt like doable. I mean, this one still kind of feels a little bit doable. Yeah, these shots have to hit.
Pushing forward against Dewey's. A plant safe now towards the right side of the site.
Sadak got a Guardian.
Guardian picked up. Les moving forward, watching their angles, jumping out. Guardian shot does not connect.
Nicely done. Another buy round for Loud on this. It is, yeah, it's falling apart pretty fast. I just don't think you can play this map without a Sentinel.
This is incredible.
You're playing, you're playing on hard mode. Really are. Like the hardest setting you could possibly get for this map, but you're just cranking it up to that.
Arduous process of having to restrat every map, figure out your opponents. He's been there, he's done that. Amazing to see how Sentinels is molding to the situation. John Cutie continues to call well, and we know Zelsis just on the backside of those calls, adding so much information.
And Sentinels could do whatever they want right now.
They really can.
They're going back into that pressure towards the Rebel side. We're like, okay, well, when we have these big gun rounds, they might try to pressure on that side. Sentinels could work. Now the B moving back towards C.
And this is pistol repeat, right?
Yep.
This is exactly what Sentinels did on pistol.
This is the first time, though, that it's looking pretty good for Loud. One person holding over towards A. They haven't kind of re-pressured that they could have gone out. Oh, when they push this guy back over towards A, then it's a nightmare. If they don't, honestly, Loud are looking good.
Only but what's in front of them for this B take. Having John Cutie with the spike back there makes me think this isn't a full hit, though.
No, this is big right now for Loud. You had Sadat, we talked about agents that needs to get information. He dogged out at the...
He just goes towards A, man. That on its own creates a lot of pressure with the wall and smoke up. That might be enough. Phoenix all goes in. 40 seconds on this. Call has to be made. One person fake and... He hit?
For the rest, it's just
yeah, B.
throwing the paint shells.
Okay, good amount of pressure over towards B and C, and then we're going to all meet up in B. Sorry, yeah. Pressure on C and A, and then B up in B. That's actually a really good call considering the time that was left. Really good call.
Yeah,
Sassy
14
can take a
seconds left.
lot
It's
of
not
map
coming
control.
towards this B side, but there's still players
Considering
here.
the
Four players
fakes and
looking to
pressure
push
that
back
they
from
did, the
Loud in
rotates
back
were always
spawn.
going to pull them off
Fourth
B
position,
there.
Saucy on the top of the heavens. Winning just behind the smoke. Here's the footsteps rotating across on the back of the spawn. Now as it dissipates, there's the contact.
Omen Flash
Paranoia
was
a little bit too late.
probably
Tencent moves forward, though, and Chewy's answer is
just,
right back.
well, not
It's
even
back and
half a
forth.
second late.
A Congo line of kills. But the advantage for Loud. Door opening, QCK looking for the flank, clearing out the front B. Both players of Sentinels anchoring inside the side. The curveball turned away by John Cutie. The ADS for the trade. Second now, Satchel
Maybe.
available to try to get the diffuser off the plant. But he's going to swing out first and knows now that they
Okay.
have to commit.
Not bad. Not bad from Loud. Dude, how many do they need?
What?
Like, how many do they actually
unnecessary
need on
round, and
attack?
They actually focus Tui's ultimate there. He will get it. Prioritizing a bit of the
I
map
mean,
control,
4 maybe.
being able to get
It
Tui
must have been working in
pushed up on
practice.
A rubble,
Okay,
and then
for them to be
teleported
doing
into
this,
a
it must have been
retake for the
working in
team if
practice, which means that
necessary.
it has to have a good half, and it's never going to be the.
Very much needed
It's
round.
never going to be
Every
the defense
single
half.
one of these last rounds needs to be theirs.
So
With
I
the
would
pressure,
maybe say that they've
Sentinels
been
is
like
adding
probably
to this
getting
fifth
like
and final map of the
9
grand final.
9
Two more rounds of
in practice
possibility
or
here.
something.
Sighs of relief. And now they focus on another round. Any ults on deck. Not really for Loud. But they are going to go ahead, take that rubble control, and try to just get a better read on Sentinels. They need every bit of the beginning of these rounds in their favor, Loud does. So that's a pickup. 1 away from Orb now for second. Or ultimate.
And if anything here, they have that ultimate available for Tui's if he wants to go for that TP in the back of the C site to help. And it's being
pings.
pinged out by Sentinels.
Sentinels putting
3
pings
people here.
all the way through the back of spawn.
Yeah, and
here,
again,
it's
this is
right
looking good
over
for
the
Loud.
members of Loud.
Face your fear.
Here we go.
Nightfall, that's where they're trying to ping, where they want to initiate the Nightfall. Pain shells thrown by Zekin. Space has been gained. Prowler pushing back towards the waterfall. QCK
Hence has
still
the OP
anchoring
pause.
behind the pillar. After that plant, though, Showstopper available by Zekin. Beautiful
this
flash.
pause and
Does not
after
allow
plant
for him
is
to get
just
space
so,
off the
so
Showstopper.
strong.
Does some damage
Damage
onto
is
QCK.
insane
Down
on
to
that as
5
well.
HP.
5 HP.
Boombot
Boombot
about to
actually
come
might
down
finish
through the
him.
smoke. The paranoia countered by Loud from the back of the spawn. John Cutie gets a snake bite kill onto QCK as the Duck has to move in with the rest, but they're getting delayed by the utility of Sentinels on the post plan. A 5 versus 3. Make that a 4 versus 3 advantage for the Sentinels as well, as less than the rest cannot move forward for Loud. And finally, it's Tens that gets picked off. 2 Nanoswarms onto the spike, delayed available for Zelsis.
Decent.
There's the pop, and now
Yeah,
they're
we
moving
got anything
forward.
for this?
Finally, they got rid of their
It's
util.
close.
It's at a halfway. The swing out Tui's with the second tap.
Damn, okay, nicely done from Sassy again on this. This one got real close considering it's a 3v5 though.
By both squads.
Dude, they made that,
Seeing that play
they
come
did
to
good to
fruition
make
for
this
Sentinels.
a
I
close
started
round, to
thinking
be
you
honest,
guys
in the
planted for
retake.
not Mound, and you guys got guys outside the site. Loud also recognizing the plant position, and for a
Oh, the
defense,
molly
that
leaked
means
over
they
to the
have some
extra
members
side of
in
pillar.
sight. Nobody
That's
plants
unlucky.
down on that platform, and all play Mound.
Hello,
Loud
Chris. How we doing,
assessing
mate?
the situation beautifully and dropping the members they needed. Holy moly! Not enough though. It's tough for them. It is tough
Yeah, I mean,
for
look.
sure. They're able to come back.
But man, what were they
Sentinels, even though they
expecting?
planted on that platform and get the round.
Who was letting them win in practices, man?
Zekin is on fire.
Who was letting them
Superstar
win?
now for Sentinels. Continues to lead the charge on all
Again, I
these
think
hits
their attack off
of
can
the
be
attack.
unreal, but
Although on the other side, we did see the push from QCK out towards the A main, evening up the tally. Weapon upgraded at this corner, looking to get upgraded. As Sentinels goes for the plant, but there's that backstab.
Wow.
John Cutie with the plant gets the pit. That's gonna make it difficult now for Loud to retake.
Second
He's farming.
cannot be. Sorry.
well,
All right. Very cool. Moving in now. Less QCK to do what they can here. HP going to be going way down.
Oh,
Guys,
and short and close,
what are
swings
you doing?
across. John Cutie's alone. One-on-one tap on the spike. John Cutie just staying outside of it. Gambling. That he's not going to stick it. Just got spotted down to 11. Blaze Wall now up, another tap. John Cutie forced to run in. But now there's not enough time. QCK with another tap.
Got it.
John Cutie with the rest of the patience that Sentinels had. They finished the half at 10-2.
What an incredible first half
Have
final
to-
match from
Ooh,
Sentinels.
some of these rounds,
Still
man.
on fire this
Some of
late
these
in the
rounds
day,
don't
this
have to go
late
down
through
to
all
John
these strategies,
winning
John
clutches,
Cutie and
but
Celsius still have a scrapbook to flip the pages through. Loud having so much trouble figuring out what is the entry on this Sentinels composition, how to get to the entry with all of their members. Sentinels picks them apart one by one as they go for the rotations. They get into position. And here again, just the time game being danced around. Sentinels have been in control so
every
much
single round, man.
throughout this
No
series,
matter
and
what
on the
happens,
final map,
Solstice
a
is
10-2.
always getting up.
10-2 with 3 rounds remaining for the Sentinels to be
Every
crowned the
single
kickoff
round, we've seen him get
champions.
up and just pump
What
his
a
chest.
call here as we'll hopefully see what the desk has to say about this play style of Sentinels.
So much to talk about, Van Silly, because we're seeing some really good ideas from Sentinels, and they're really, Ender, I think, taking advantage of the fact that they have identified some weaknesses in Loud's comp.
They're destroying Loud. They realize there's nothing to stall them out on the C site. Usually you have to play those early rounds to, bust down some Killjoy utility, pivot in the mid rounds. John QT wasn't even challenged in that regard. So many opens was just a contest mound and immediately burst into the site. They were dominating and getting out of their chairs with every round win.
I've loved watching this evolve too, because obviously Captain's having a good time. But first it was Elsis who was getting up from round one, popping off across the stage.
Look at that.
All of a sudden,
Vibes merchant.
he's getting up as well.
There's a sale on vibes.
Alright, Priest, enjoy, bro.
Everyone's buying into
Enjoy it.
It also helps that they're just frying right now. Like, they don't even have to really mid-round and do all that stuff. They're just like landing all their shots. Everything's working for them. This feels just like Split last night.
Sentinels are back, baby. They are back from 2021. Like, they are putting on a show here, grinding. So many games they played, more than anyone else, and now playing the maximum in the finals. They are out here with the crowd and the fan support behind them. And up 10-2 at the half.
Real quick, though, I want to see what does Loud do going into this half. Do they have a chance to come back in, Ender?
It is going to be almost impossibly hard. Down 10-2, but also GB, they've done it before. Back at
Going down to
Champions
1v1s
last year,
it's
they
true.
lost to Loud.
There's
They
been
win
there's
the
been a
first two
lot. I mean,
games,
the
or
score
lose the
could
first two
legit
games,
be
win the
like
next two, lose the final.
a 7-5.
It was the same
I
exact
agree.
story, and it's looking like it once again here today.
But
We'll see
some
if that's,
some of the
history's
reasons they've
gonna
gone down to
repeat itself,
1-on-1s
rather than send it back over to the
has been
casters.
a little bit loose from
Thank you,
Sentinels for
GB,
sure.
and yes, indeed, it's decided here on this half, but Sentinels have a big cushion right now. Winning this pistol will be everything, and Loud has an uphill battle to fight. A steep 1-2 as they take the attack. Pistol round
And as long as
underway,
they go
and it comes down to
aggro
this
on
play
one of
right here for
these
QCK.
every single time on
They don't have
defense,
a composition
and
that
then
allows
throw
for
like
them to
what
do
1
the
round on
explosion
B.
on the map control that they're trying to get the site
fine.
control that Zekin currently has for Sentinels. So how will Loud work the attack now with this type of comp?
Looking to make as little noise as possible. Looks like they might catch a paranoia nade here if they do get themselves into position.
We're
Right
sending
behind
it, and this
Rumble
might
here.
be
Wall
perfect.
came down as well.
Whoa, you got that
Paranoid
full
moving forward,
blind?
1-for-1, make that a 2-for-1 in favor of the Sentinels. Control towards the Rebel as well.
Ever on pistol, and then it was just one body shot. Oh man, that was so sick. Yeah, the minus 80 damage that a Cease does in pistol is
Only
just...
being Zekin, but also Tens. Finding comfort in this role as Omen.
It was a nice play on this. I'm not sure exactly what the timing was, but it might have been when this smoke gets put up. I'm not entirely sure, but
is low on HP.
hey, this is actually
But it's a backstab for backstab. John Cutie is also there looking to move
30
behind.
seconds left.
Signs to
Ace Taker.
otherwise.
Thank you
Looks
so
like
much, man.
Sentinels
Appreciate you.
wants to
Thank
give
you for the
up
tier
swing.
1.
At least for now.
They get to safety on this one. Read the play so far. Can't count out Tui's though. They hear, Zelsis hears that run. John Cutie heads to heaven, getting into position. So this will be money here
10
for
seconds
Loud.
left.
If Loud
Yeah,
do
you gotta
lose,
tank this.
they're gonna be
Okay,
buying.
nicely done from John.
Expect
The
buy
big
from
pistol,
Loud.
they didn't even get the
Sentinels
plant, so like what, they got a force,
looks
but they
like
didn't
we're
get the
going
plants.
hard
They
onto
can't
this one.
really get much
11-2
util if they want to
now.
buy stingers.
Do they go for it? There's a
You kind of
stinger.
get Stinger's
There's a few.
armor,
Let's see
but
the replay
nothing
on the
else
round.
really.
Looking at how they orchestrated this, it was a lot
Yeah,
on
the
the
tether
fade.
there was just...
Whatever Fade could see from Link, whatever Saucy could look, was then the hit from Tens on Paranoia. Everybody then into it. Zekin went down first in that.
Hey,
and they knew the
Zeka
play
must have
would
been like,
still
how
go
the
through.
hell have I died?
That
Guy
as
ate
well,
an
the
Omen
play
flash
that
and
you
just
saw
full blind killed him.
From John
Must have
Cutie,
seen him before
the
it hit.
snake bite.
Yeah.
And also
Okay, yeah, we do,
spraying in,
do
knowing
manage
that
to
it was
force
gonna
into this
be
one,
a
but
flank
again,
that's
we're
gonna
kind of
be
just missing a
unorthodox, just
bit
trying
of
to get it
util.
down
Not
for
too
Tui's
much though,
and
but
still chances to get that pick.
Flashes.
Dragon IGL calling perfectly for
Kind of just
Sentinels
relying on
and
the breach
sets up
flashes
for
there.
these kills when he needs to. The perfect piece to the puzzle right now for Sentinels to close this series. 2 rounds away. As Loud as you mentioned, Riv, is forced on a bye.
A main control. Prowler just went through B for Sentinels, so they have a bit of an idea of how long the timing will be. And now the Trailblazer alerts them a little bit more. Spike is at B, or sorry, C here for Loud.
Guardian does get the hit onto the jump spot, but thankfully Sadak is there with the heal. Les is back and topped. And now they're pivoting towards the C side, as you mentioned, because of that pressure and that control that Sentinels currently has on that A site.
I just get the Viper here in time.
On that C side as well. Snake bite to delay. Snake bite to push John Cutie away as well. First content now in the back of the pillar. That C side itself with the stinger. Out of bullets, flashed and pulled away. And now it forces Sentinels to play the retake.
Ends has Omen Flash. We got breach damage to stop the initial hit, and then we have a flash. That is about it. We got, I mean, Tenz's flash is everything here. Where do we go? He goes door and he does it down the line. Oh, that's strong, but he does get distracted.
Close him down. C's being pulled out. Aftershock to try to push them back once again. Sasi finally trying to lead the charge, but
oh, this is actually pretty cool from Loud. This is a really cool idea.
Still holding the pulse plan. Celsius is low on HP, blocked by Kaladin with the classic.
And even though Tui's got 0 kills in this, he was actually the most important person.
Runs back out through the smoke, tries to make
Yeah,
it
because
expensive in the
Tenz was over towards door, ready to do the Omen Flash, and again, it's just going to get everyone in this area. It was set up to hit like 3 or 4, and then Tui's just comes around the corner and just duels him, but just staying alive from him there just meant the flash could never come in, and then they could obviously just feel free to just take a lot of the duels and hold the crossfires. I mean, maybe this is on. I would like to see some risks for Sentinels, maybe not on this round. Well, obviously they're probably going to do it on this round, but maybe in some other big buy rounds when they don't expect it. Yeah, this comp had to have worked in practice for them to use it, and you would imagine this is the half that it worked really well for them to actually think we can run this.
Really playing it slow to not make a mistake, back and forth as they tempt any fight.
Forever definitely seems like very long when you're trying to find room to breathe. You're trailing behind by 8 rounds are Loud, and already look how early these Trailblazers are coming from, but it forces out the push off the lower buy that you have from Sentinels through the smoke. Tui's is ready for that, drops them both with the stinger. Allows for them to pivot across, but look at this reposition from John Cutie. He decides to fall behind his teammates' bodies, the paranoia to come out. So at least 1 kill. But out of that, Loud has full control of B, full control of the map.
And comes in with this.
And now control of the
is going to be 1 away from his ult. Extra kill potentially for him.
That's gonna give
there we go, nice. Big buy round, and they have the breach ult.
Loud converts 2 rounds in a row. Sentinels cannot get the surprise play. Remember though, if we're going back to the basics as well of this map, a 3-side map you've mentioned here, Riv. Very similar to Haven. Great ways to be able to default across the map. Great ways to actually pull rotations away and get a very strong attack side. So Sentinels showed a very good 10-2 half on their attack, but you definitely know that Loud has what it takes and can do the same thing.
I mean, they just pulled off a full Stinger 2-2-1 fake strat, right? Yeah, anything is on the table right now. Back to guns on both sides. 11-4 is no pressure for Loud. They're feeling the 0-0 on the scoreboard as they take shots.
I've won that.
However, starts us off.
Oh, the Omen Flash is incredible. Yeah, now they got to force them behind this. Wait, they're going to push back through the one-way? Yeah, that would have been way too much. They do get the heal off at least. So they recover slightly. Yeah, they lost the overall war in terms of over towards A. Looking real good.
This is where Sasi comes in, or I'm sorry, Sadak comes into play. The mid-round call, what can happen? Double take on both sides of that mid area. Tui's just from mid. And they're waiting on less, maybe a little more info, maybe a push. But SEN have not been giving that push.
Heard the jumps, the haunt here.
They keep doing this smoke.
Forced to break
blocks vision from heaven, blocks vision from here. Forces someone over towards this box. Big jaws.
And as the nanoswarms come out, they could just wait for that timing. All coming through gets cancelled as Tui's is trying to find somebody towards that site.
30 seconds left.
Oh boy, we got an Odin spam for this. How is it?
Waited out the mollies,
Plants
going
in
for
the middle,
plant.
and
Another plant that
who is mad enough to
considers
plant in the middle? Zelsus expects it.
Got him to just spray through.
Yeah, this is the problem with this site over towards here. If you're good with the spams and you have an Odin over towards Waterfall, you kind of can't plant. Does have to reload though. The big thing is, and where Loud like really messed up, is the person that had to plant was the person with the breach ult.
And Sentinels around the way of leading this series.
Oh my gosh. That's the defuse. They go for John Cutie, or no, Zelsus. That's going to be an all-door towards
All right,
the
8
lockdown.
chances.
Anything
8
that
chances.
helps them secure these
Oh
rounds
man,
from Loud.
it's a shame because all the other
Loud
maps
is
have been
able
like
to get
really
into
kind of
the
like
sights. They do it as a death
really
ball.
kind of
They
high skill,
squeeze in.
like good level, but
the
this one is.
plants have been so tough.
This one has
Allowed
not
to
been a
get
good
into
map, man.
position. The low
Sentinels are doing
plants
good,
just on
like
platform are not
only small
allowing them
mistakes.
Good defensive setups. Sentinels comes in and just swarms from all angles in the end. 12-4 now. We are going to still have that Odin online for the side of Sentinels. But Loud are able to present now with full Vandals, just low armor on Tui's in this Rolling Thunder. They're going to fight for A Rumble control. It's going to be about the map before the fights first. They have to play this round in layers if Loud wants to get through Sen.
You hear a little bit of damage being done here through the smoke, but it's inflicted onto Loud. Sadak and Les tagged a little bit. Remember, this Rolling Thunder available, not used on the seaside when they thought they had control. This time, though, Zekin gets the opener, 4 kills away. We thought you would have a Rolling Thunder open up the A site, but instead, it's reopening the door and sneaking QCK around.
It's going to pivot back towards B. They probably don't.
They have no idea what's behind them. They don't know if somebody's in baby door. They don't know if somebody's now behind them at A main. They have to move, and Loud can only go forward here. That Rolling Thunder still ready, could cover all of
grant the
B.
pressure like they can
have
split
QCK
over towards
just
B, just so that we have
lurking,
less
waiting,
numbers over
but
towards A,
nobody
and then
from
go back
Sentinels
towards
is
A.
stepping
So
into the danger
even
zone
just
right
that
now.
little
They're
bit of
waiting for
micro
a
play of
plan
just
now.
actually just taking the
just
map
with their
control here
regular
just
stop and go
really
under
changes
the
this
pressure.
round to actually make it doable.
Elimination.
Just
Yeah,
tends
the
to
brink
start
of
popping
elimination
heads.
does these plays.
It was
QCK
still
trying to go
nice
for the hero
understanding
one,
of
trying to see if he can catch one off
what they had to do here.
At least to get the plant down.
5v3, Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, big
prepped
breach ult.
and ready from the tree position. They're going to actually try to rotate a little bit around. Tui's can have a big flank in the end. A few of these seconds being wasted getting to the spike, but Sen still have a lot of time on the clock.
Important to keep Kalenzine alive right now for the Rolling Thunder, and he also has Aftershock. Holding the tree is the most important position, but Sentinels are looking to fight right back. There's the Aftershock. There's a swing out from Tens, but gets denied. And now the tap on that spike. Tui's dropping one. It's a 2 versus 2. Right inside, trying to stick it. Another one to fall.
Damn, look at the HP.
No
No way, man. 6 HP as well. 6 HP. I mean, nicely done. They annihilated them on this map, but I think that was... Yeah, it's a 1v1, to be fair. Could have been a lot closer, but I think no matter what, it still would have ended like this.
Your gauntlet run is over.